Hey yo, so I got really good plans coming for this channel, and one of them happens to involve Dragon Ball and Pro Wrestling again. Like I said in the last video that I did for Dragon Ball and Pro Wrestling, I was going to be doing a series where I compared the two, and I have criteria that I'll do for both to compare the two. And the criteria is going to be either 5 parts. I might shrink it down to 3, but here's a preliminary step. I'm just informing you guys because it's going to be coming to you soon. Number 1 will be storytelling, right? We're going to be talking baby faces versus heels, heel turns, face turns, like how, all this stuff, politics versus editors, right? Backstage politics versus like Toriyama's editors, angles, characters, gimmicks, swerves, payoffs, all this stuff that you're going to see, rivalries, all of it, right? And then part 2 will be the action. So match choreography versus ring psychology, or I guess fight choreography versus match psychology, right? The fights from Dragon Ball versus the matches of wrestling. We're going to be talking about that, how they compare to each other, the violence, returns, beatdowns. We're going to be talking run-ins and saves from different characters and wrestlers respectively. And then number 3, we're going to be talking, that's the MacGuffin portion. Number 3 is the MacGuffin portion. So that's where we talk the championship, well, really the world championship, because that's really the most important one, versus the Dragon Balls. I'm going to love that video. So it's, the most important, because they both really, they're more important than the actual storytelling itself. At the end of the day, a lot of the stories in WWE or just wrestling in general revolve around the wrestling championship. And a lot of the stories in Dragon Ball revolve around the Dragon Balls, right? They both have wrestling and or Dragon Ball in the name, which is the initials of the series that they encompass. And then number 4, I'm going to be talking about the different eras of both Dragon Ball and wrestling respectively. We're going to be talking about, territories, timelines, and other animes. It's gonna be fun. Hot spots like different cities like New York, Atlanta, things of that nature. And then number 5, pop culture and the parodies that they do of each other. So just pop culture in general, like Terminator references in both Dragon Ball and Pro Wrestling. Things like The Crow, Alien, Scarface, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. All that pop culture that you see in both mediums. I'm going to be talking about them. Now remember, this is subject to change. I could add or subtract a bit of this, but I like what I see right now, and just stay tuned for that. In the meantime, though, if you're craving any more content from me, I got a few videos up on the channel that you can watch. They're gaining quite the traction. And while that's going on, I will be dropping the every Genki Dama and or Spirit Bomb video before I drop this 3 to 5 part series. So you can check those out as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Look forward to it. It should be coming around this August. And that's all for today. See ya.